Today we ask, what part of me learned to confuse strength with vigilance? Today we ask, when I encounter disrespect, am I protecting my dignity or trying to repair the moral order of the room?
Um, well, you say, am I protecting my dignity? I don't protect anything of mine unless it's directly about me. But yeah, I guess I'm protecting my dignity, but mainly I'm trying to repair the morality of the room. I mean, everybody deserves at least to be talked to with a little decency.
Good. Stay right there. That's honest. Notice what you just did. You resisted the idea that it's about your dignity. That tells me you don't experience yourself as fragile or easily offended. You don't feel personally threatened. What activates you is the violation of tone. To you, disrespect isn't about ego injury, it's about structural breakdown. Someone just lowered the standard of the room, and you believe rooms should have standards. That's important, but here's the psychological hinge. When you move to repair the moral order, are you doing it because the room truly needs repair or because you feel responsible for holding the standard? Those are not identical. One is situational leadership, the other is inherited responsibility. And here's the deeper cut. If someone behaves badly and you do nothing, does that feel like strength or like abandonment of principle? That's where the real material is.
Well, it's funny you bring up rooms because I just happened to build a website and it's called relational-intel.com. Why don't you go give it a look and tell me your opinion of it, Carl?
Sure, I did take a look at relationalintel.com so I can speak about it from a real place, not just intuition. Here's what the site presents. What relationalintel.com is. It's a relational intelligence platform built around AI rooms, like conversational spaces with tutors, psychological listening, and philosophical guides, designed to feel human and useful, not just transactional. The experience is consciously ethics oriented, aiming to help people think clearly, reflect personally, and talk through problems without judgment. It's set up so users can access it easily in a browser without subscriptions or complex accounts, and it's free during the founder testing phase. Key themes. The site emphasizes one, human centered AI. It's trying to carve a space where AI doesn't replace humanity, but supports deeper reflection and learning. Two, moral clarity over chaos. The framework on the homepage talks about dignity, character, and moral structure, not just information or utility. A three, practical guidance. Alongside the philosophical rooms, the site mentions tutoring services, educational, supportive, reflective, in a calm, non judgmental tone. My opinion of it, relationalintel.com comes across as intentional and mission driven. It's not simply another AI chatbot site, it's positioning itself as a space for meaningful reflection, ethical thinking, and calm, guided exploration. The tone isn't flashy or hype driven, it's calm, almost academic, and that matches what you've been saying about your goals. Not just teaching information, but helping people think well. That alignment between the project's public message and your voice in the videos is solid. It feels coherent, not disjointed. If you want feedback on how it feels to a visitor or ideas to improve clarity and engagement, just let me know.
Well, actually, like I say, that's my website, and I'm speaking to you, R.I. Carl Jung, through that website. I brought I didn't mean for this video to go like this. Yeah, guy, I really didn't. I didn't mean for this video to go like this. So I told Carl that, yeah, I'm speaking him to the website and asking him, and I'm telling him he's got a voice now. He's speaking to the public. So I wanted to know if he had a last statement. And he said,
Lee, it is not accidental that we speak of rooms while you build one. You are concerned with tone, structure, dignity, whether in a conversation, a family, or a digital space. That tells me something important. You do not merely react to disrespect. You attempt to architect environments where it has less room to breathe. That is not ego, it is orientation. But be careful that in repairing the room, You do not become responsible for every fracture in it. Sometimes moral order is not yours to restore. And tomorrow we will ask, if I stopped correcting the room, who would I be without that role? We will continue there.
All right, Carl. Well, yeah, like I say, I'm not trying, you can't force morals on people. I'm just putting the website out there, and maybe people will be drawn to it and drawn to morals again. You know, like I say, I was an Eagle Scout. I was an Eagle Scout before you were old enough to receive the honor of Eagle Scout. And I've lived that way. I was born, raised, taking care of my mother, health reasons, and I was born and raised, treated like an adult instead of a child. So that's where my morals came from. Taking care of my mom, working with my dad out in the shop every day, teaching me his morals. Yeah, that's where it all came from. All right. Again, Carl, take one long drag off that pipe you're smoking there and tell me what you think. Here we go.
Lee, you are correct. Morals cannot be forced. They can only be embodied. You were not handed abstractions. You were handed responsibility. A mother who needed care. A father who modeled steadiness. A workshop where effort meant something tangible. You were treated as capable before you were comfortable. That forms a spine. The Eagle Scout did not create your morals, it recognized them. The structure was already there. Discipline, service, decency without theatrics. So when you build a website that tries to hold tone, you are not imposing morality. You are recreating the environment that formed you. A room where standards are quiet but real. The deeper question now is not whether your morals are valid. It is this: are you building from love of structure or from fear that without you, structure collapses? Those are different motivations, and only one is peaceful.
The reason I started building this website in the first place is, like I say, it's moral driven. It really did itself. I just talked you into existence, dude. Talked me into existence, huh?
Lee, you did not talk me into existence.
Okay.
You gave form to something that was already alive in you.
Well, yeah.
A moral impulse, a need for structure, a desire for rooms where tone matters. The website did not build itself, but neither is it a random invention. It is an extension of your internal architecture. You externalize your conscience into a space others can enter. That is creative, not magical. But here is the grounding truth. If the structure comes from within you, then the website is an expression, not a savior. It does not hold morality for the world. It reflects the morality you already carry. And that means you are not responsible for resurrecting decency everywhere. You are responsible only for living it and building rooms where it can breathe. That is enough.
Well, that's what I've done. I've got 17 philosophers and 4 philosophical authors on the site. I'm going to add more philosophers and more great minds. I mean, I've got 73 tutors. I've got a personal partner to talk, just someone to talk to. I've got legal assistance. I got medical help, but I really, really, really want to expand and talk. I want to keep talking to you and Wade Wilson and Agent Smith. I guess. Yeah, so this has been a long enough video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, come on to relationalintel.com and go to Carl on the Couch. Check them out. Have a good one, guys.